Hey everybody, welcome back to Mark. Well, I'll tell you, why is all this stuff on the deck of my boat? Well, the goal of this video is to figure out how much a tournament-ready boat's gear weighs. I'm gonna weigh it all. Every one of the compartments is empty. Now to preface this, you guys, this boat is tournament ready at all times. I don't really take stuff in and out of it. Like the gear I have here might get plug and played with some other stuff. Yeah, and everything that is in this pile is basically in this boat at tournament time. So a lot of people wonder, wait, how much does all this stuff weigh? Well, we're going to weigh it for everybody today. This is what my tournament setup is. Everybody's different. I'm kind of a minimalist. I do have some rods and reels, of course, but as far as the gear goes on the boat, it's pretty specific to the area that I fish in and the styles that I fish, and that's pretty much it. And like I said, we're going to break it down. I'm going to do rods. I'm going to do like tackle trays. We'll do the bags. I've gone to these bags. I love them. These are 6 cents bags. I put all kinds of stuff in them. It's not just 6 cents gear. They work great. I love them. So I swooped them up around Christmas for about $8. How we're going to weigh all this stuff? I got my little tournament scale here. So we're just going to stack stuff up and we're going to weigh it. And I'm going to tally it up over here on the whiteboard. First, I got to clean off the whiteboard so we don't upset people. All right. So, the tournament bag, culling balls, just batteries, some bug stuff, water bottle, full. Just miscellaneous tools. These are for fishing. Extra spools, extra handles for reels. My 3 attractants. I don't really use a bunch of this. I'm a big fan of Bang. Bang's old school. I got some bait pop. I don't really use a bunch of that, you can see. And of course I got some dip for chartreuse. So, 10 pounds, 4 ounces for all the miscellaneous gear, all my tournament stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and write that on the board. 10 pounds, 4 ounces. All right, we're zeroed on the scale. Basket's empty. We're gonna start putting the bags in one at a time. Some of these are heavier than others. Griffey's going nuts. Sorry about that. And a couple miscellaneous items we'll toss in on top. Basically, this is my tournament load of plastic gear. Everything in here is stuff I would use. 15.2 pounds. For the plastics, that 15 pounds, 2 ounces, it doesn't seem like a lot when you're holding one, but when you put them all together, it gets kind of heavy. All right, we're gonna weigh the spinning rods as a bundle first we're going to go ahead and set them in the basket. I've weighed them just to see how it would go. So this works pretty good. It's accurate. So we are going to weigh them all together. Mind you, they all got rod socks. They all got line. They all have a lure on them. From jigs to one of them's got a jerk bait. So we're going to go ahead and plant them in here. 5.1 pounds for the spinning rods. 5 pounds for the spinning rods. All right, I'm just gonna pencil in a 5 up here for the spinning rods. And now we'll do casting. All right, we're gonna get the casting rods out. I'll leave that in there. That kind of stays with that. All right. I forget how many I have actively in the boat right now. We'll count them. There's quite a few. Well, not quite a few. Just the right amount. I don't believe in waste. Like just having stuff for the sake of having it. I buy stuff that I need and I replace it as it breaks. That's just how I do it. Everybody's a little different, I understand. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many do we got? There's 9. All right. I got 9. We got 9 casting rods and reels. They all vary, 6'9" being the shortest, all the way to 7'5", and various weights, but all about a lot of the same reels. Several SLX DCs on these rods, and we're gonna go ahead and drop them in. This should weigh quite a bit more than the spinning rod bunch. Yeah. 9.5 pounds for 9 rods. So it's about the same. This stuff's getting lighter, you guys. So 9.5. That gives us a total of 14.5 on the rods and reels. We got the storage bins and tackle trays left, and then we'll tally it up. The trays that we're gonna weigh now, these are the ones that go in my center coffin that I use most often. I have a set that goes behind the passenger seat of boxes of gear that I use seldom, but I need it on the boat just in case. And I'll show you that. But I have a little system on how I do this. I'm not gonna go into that. I'll show you that in another video of how I put all this stuff away. Today is just about how much this stuff weighs. And this is all jigs, top water, swim baits, jerk baits, a little bit of everything. Hooks, weight. Like, I keep like all my little jigs and trout stuff in just one of these. I don't trout fish a whole bunch, but I got a little knickknacks. So I keep those in there. All my tungsten stuff I keep together. And like blade baits and stuff, keep those in a little case. And spoons. I just kind of keep them separate because I don't use them a whole lot. And I know where they are when I do need them. Now this guy is full of terminal tackle. It's fairly heavy. So right now with, what do we got? 4... Basically, we got 5 or 6 trays down there right now at 10.9, and we're gonna add basically my tournament setup for terminal tackle right here. It went up 5 pounds. So now we're at 15.2, 15.3. I got like a rattle trap tray. I don't use a ton of rattle traps, even though maybe I should, especially this time of year. But got those. I got a box just for my micro jigs. Big fan of these. We're almost, I gotta do like a Tetris deal to get all this in here, see? We're at 21 pounds, and I'm gonna throw in my crappie bag. This is just crappie gear. 21 pounds, 1 ounce for all of that. All right. We got one more section to do, and it's going to be heavy. This is storage bins that are pretty heavy. Now, in this particular storage bin, I have my mounts. These, now I know they go on the boat, but if in tournaments, I have them, so I'm going to include them in the weight. They don't weigh a whole bunch, but this is added extra weight that some folks wouldn't have normally. Yeah, we got trackle trays with basically topwater assortments and square bills, spinnerbait box, and a rod holder. That's all that's in this particular tray. And we're gonna do the trays cumulative. Well, no, I can't. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. So we'll just weigh them and then I'll add it up. All right, all this stuff, 19 pounds, 2 ounces. All right, we got a few bins. So again, we're just gonna kind of do a tally. 19, 2, got a couple more. We'll get those involved. All right, we'll go ahead and throw. So in these orange guys, safety, first aid, licenses, insurance, flares, etc. We're just gonna add it to this. In this one, it's my emergency clothing. If I ever fall in the water, I got a full set of warm clothes and socks, gloves. This whole storage tray now weighs 32.2. I'm gonna change what I have written there and add this total. We're gonna get rid of that, and this is 32 total. All right. All we have left is this bin. All right, in this bin right here, this goes behind the driver's seat. It essentially has all of my rain gear, my Gore-Tex only, folks. Got a beanie, I got a winter jacket, I got some hot hands. Basically, what I need if it rains, and then some miscellaneous stuff in here. Pair of shorts, a granola bar, a balaclava. Anyway, this will be the last tray we weigh, and then we'll tally up our number. Ooh, this one's kind of heavy. $19.1. All right, so we're gonna go 19.1 here, gives us a 51.3. Wow. So now we're going to total all this up. All right. So we got 6, 8, 11, 15. Carry the 1. 5, 6, 11, 12. Carry the 1, 4, 5, 10, 11. £112.5 of gear. That is just rods, reels, tackle, and safety equipment and medical stuff. That's basically what you saw in that video is a tournament loaded boat for the most part. There's dudes that have way more rods. So you can kind of figure a pound a rod. And it's, for me, a total of, what did I have, 14 or 15 rods. That is a good number for me to go out to a tournament. I have several rods that are the same, that have different things tied onto them that require that ratio and that stiffness of a rod. And everything's kind of got its place. So, yeah, 112.5 pounds of gear is really, it's not a ton when you talk about, a boat that's got a lot more room than my previous boat. So anyway, I don't know if anybody cares to know how much a tournament load of gear is weighs in at, but mine weighed in at 112 and a half pounds. Now, I didn't weigh the water bottles. I don't think I have to do the math on that. I probably always have 10 to 12, 16.9 ounce water bottles in my cooler, and other beverages or food. So, I mean, you could add 15 to 20 pounds for food and water to that on a tournament day, and a bag of ice, 7-pound bag of ice. So, I mean, you could increase that whole weight in the 30-pound range just for food and beverage. So, you're about 150 pounds, and that's without a co-angler and his gear. So, food for thought. Anyway, all right, one other caveat to the weight of a tournament-loaded boat is your option if you use a chair or a butt seat or nothing. So with this rationale, you have the big folding seat. It's going to have a shorter seat post option. I'm not going to set it all up, but we're going to weigh it to see what the difference is with your bass boat with or without seats in it. Does it make a difference? Is it enough weight to make a difference? I don't know. So, taller post for your butt seat. So, we're going to weigh these individually, and then we will weigh them together. For this butt seat and pole setup is 9 pounds, 3 ounces. Okay. So you got 9.3. Now we're gonna put the Big Daddy seat on this thing. Go ahead and zero it. It was okay, but we're gonna do it anyway. 18 pounds even. And so what did I say? We're gonna add this to that. 18 and 26 pounds, 9 ounces for both seats, the butt seat and the folding seat with their poles. So, you know, that's an additional weight. If you wanted to lighten your tournament load at all and you're storing these in your storage containers, you could shave off 30 pounds doing that real quick. The more you know. I hope you guys have a great day. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. Please subscribe. I'll see you in the future. Take it easy.